Well, they say that you're a fool. You believe in magic. I'm Paranormal Pete, and I'm on a journey to seek answers to the questions that have crossed all of our minds. What happens to us when we die? Is there an afterlife? I'm a regular guy who discovered the gift of psychic mediumship in my 30s. My passion for history and the unknown have put me right here, right now. My mantra for anything paranormal is, we don't know much and anything is possible. Join me as we find our way through the stories, evidence, and experiences of the paranormal and beyond in search of answers, even if that leads to more questions. Are you with me? All right, welcome to the Paranormal Pete Show. Technical goblins hitting me already. Here we go. April 15th. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Sacred Spiral Network. And tonight we're going to have the Sacred Spiral Network owner and host of the Psychic Hour and Numerology Hour, Kelly Brickel, is coming on tonight. So excited to have her on. We always have great conversations, and feel free to join the conversation as we go along. You can comment, and I'll do my best to get everybody up on there that I can. Me and my shadow, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. And Michelle, good day, Pete. Thanks. Yeah, people are talking to each other. Well, yeah, you guys can communicate also wherever you're commenting from. So, Signe, hey, how's it going? We got Mandy joining. I will say the audience I've had so far, you guys have been great. So thanks for that. If it's your first time tuning into this show, comment first time and where you're tuning in from. It's always fun to see everybody. Oh, someone's already doing Michelle, Australia. Right on. So thanks for joining. Got a few things coming up before we bring Kelly on. A good friend of the show, Jason. What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. I've got a special investigation coming up on April 25th, but it is sold out. Fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know. But it's sold out. And there's also going to be another event going on in Port Gamble called the Port Gamble Case Files. And if you're one of the first 5 or 10 people to sign up for that, you get an investigation ticket for the special investigation with me. And Jason's going to be there. And Mary from Olympic Peninsula Paranormal Society. She's been a guest on the show before also. We're all going to be there leading the investigation. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's kind of my investigation / tour season finale. Then I usually take some time off. I'll have some summer dates for tours posted probably in about a month or so. So I'm looking forward to getting those scheduled. And we got Mandy said first time from the UK. What's up, Mandy? Thanks for watching. And hey, Janessa, how's it going? Says hi, Pete and Kelly. Jason's looking forward to the investigation, and Janessa will be joining as well. Awesome. We're going to have a really good crew. These people don't even know what they're in for. It's going to be a fun investigation for sure. And then, so in about a month, I'll have some tour dates for summer posted. I usually do 1 or 2 summer ghost tours here in Little Port Gamble. So, and Jennifer checking in. Jennifer Rose, hey, how's it going? And if it helps the algorithms out if you put #live, you're watching live. So that's great. Thanks, Jennifer, for that. Maggie checking in from Canada. Right on. And so thanks for being here, everybody. Let's see. Oh, and I've also got, I host the Port Gamble Ghost Conference. This year's going to be our 17th annual. I can't believe that. 17th annual Port Gamble Ghost Conference, November 6th through the 8th. Our special guest tonight, Kelly has been a staple of that conference for the past few years, and we'll be pressuring her to come back. But it's coming up November 6th through the 8th, and applications for speaking or if you want to do a class, teach a class, or to be a vendor, those applications are going to go out on May 1st at portgamble.com. And so if you follow me on this show, facebook.com/Paranormal Pete Show, I'll definitely be posting about that in the next couple weeks where you can get applications. So I will say vendor space is tight, very tight. So if you want to be a vendor, you got to get your app in like on May 1st. My good friend Rob checking in from Salt Lake. What's up, Rob? And Maggie, first time? Well, right on. Thank you. Kara Jean, 23. Thanks for checking in. And another one of my investigation buddies and sister-in-law, Dee Dee. Thanks for checking in. August is one of the best times for a tour or investigation in Port Gamble. I agree with that. Some of my best audio captures have been in the summertime, and I think it was August, so it is a great time. It's a magical time here in Port Gamble, Washington. If you're wondering where the heck Port Gamble, Washington is, it's in Puget Sound. Google it. It's an old historic mill town that is like taking a step back in time. May 1st and 2nd, I get to go out to Ocean Shores, to the Quinault Beach Casino and Resort for the UFO Summit, UFO/Paranormal Summit. You get 2 days of speakers. I'm bringing the paranormal side of things to the conference, and this will be my 3rd year there. It's always so much fun, a great audience, and it's fun just to meet so many new faces. So that's ufosummit.com. Check that out. That's going to be a lot of fun, and plus I have the honor of doing a gallery reading at that event. Did one a couple years ago with my good friend Joanne Clarkson, Joanne the Psychic. And this year I'm flying solo, but I'm looking forward to doing it. Gallery readings are a lot of fun. You never know who's going to come in to say something or who's going to show up for somebody. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. And it's been just a great audience in the past. So I will say, if you're attending that and you're going to attend the gallery reading, if you think I'm getting something for you, please say something during the gallery reading, not after. We may talk about that a little bit. And we've got Ren checking in. Howdy. Thanks for checking in there. Christy checking in. Thank you. Thanks for watching, you guys. And Nita, hope I said that right. Here, new at the Paranormal Pete Show. That's awesome. Thank you guys. So many people checking in. Again, Kelly's built such a great network here with so many great shows and content, and of course, wonderful fans and listeners and viewers. So you guys have been awesome. Thanks so much for that. Well, I've probably blabbed on long enough. I want to get Kelly on because an hour always goes by quick. And so we're going to be having some conversation just about some of the work Kelly does, some of the work that I do as well, and get some thoughts, and you guys can comment, and we'll try and squeeze in some readings along the way. So just please be patient, and I'll try. I'm on the ones and twos here, so I'll try and get comments up as we go along. And Kelly's just a pro with the ones and twos, so we'll see here. But Kelly's a numerologist. She's a psychic medium, healer, spiritual teacher, and the owner and creator of this network, Sacred Spiral Network. With over 12 years of experience in service as a professional intuitive, as well as a lifelong passion for communications and media, Kelly's passions are learning about the soul energy, and how to help empower others along the way. Whether the connection is through spirit, emotion, or vibrational numbers, there's always a pathway to information waiting to help. And now, additionally, through the wonderful spiritual community of like-minded hearts sharing along the way. Let's bring Kelly on and give her a big Paranormal Pete Show welcome. Woo!
Hey, hey, Pete.
Hey, Kelly.
It's great to
Kelly's
see you.
you too as well. It was great to see you at the Oregon Ghost Conference in Seaside. Was that a couple 3 weeks ago now? Almost 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, 3 weeks
Um,
ago.
yeah. So how was your time at the Oregon Ghost Conference?
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's just a hub of like-minded individuals, and everyone's really positive there. Um, and it's something to push me outside my comfort zone as well as also be in my element at the same time. So like
Yeah,
having a booth having a booth is a mixture of like, whoa, okay, let's do this, as well as, all right, you have to show up and give readings and also, just be with
be a
the
part of it.
juggling of energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's always a
exactly.
lot of there's always a lot of energy there, and it conferences can be kind of crazy because especially like a ghost conference and where um there's so much energy that goes into those places that people bring in with them, and sometimes I find it a bit overwhelming, um where there's just so much going on. I mean, do you feel that too, where there's just like so many people with like crazy energy that's going all over the place?
Yeah, like I find, we all deal with it differently, but sometimes when I like sweep up a lot of energy, I feel like, whoa. So, as long as I give myself a bunch of extra self care, I'm okay. But sometimes it's just not possible to do all that stuff
Yeah.
in the time frame we have. So, I'm always fine tuning it. And I even told you because our booths were actually like right next to each other, which was really
Yeah.
cool. And like, thank you again to you and your wife for helping me with that crazy large banner. You have no idea, everybody. Like, I had this ridiculously large 8-foot banner, and I've never set one up because it's like a horizontal long one that you have to like basically adhere to the curtain behind you with poles. And I
Yeah.
bit off really more than I could chew, but they were experts and they were like totally just helping me out in a jam. So there's all these little things. That's why
Yeah.
it's a little stressful because it's like there's a lot of things you might be used to and comfortable, but then there's like other things where
Yeah.
it's just a lot of newness always and unexpected, maybe with the most simplest thing you might think like, oh, it's just a banner, but suddenly you don't know how to do this, and then you figure it out or you have help, and then thank goodness you do, because how does it all come together? But it does.
Yeah.
And then I remember, so I had to like I spoke, and I love speaking, but
Mhm.
I remember like talking to you. I'm like, hey, I'm going to speak, and you're just like, oh, you'll be fine. I'm just like, yeah, like I guess so. I have like some positive nerves, but you know, I'm all good. I remember going up on the stage, and I must have been like really energy sensitive that day. I'm pretty sure I was. I could feel the speakers like reverberating every time I talked. And I could feel it bouncing back because it's such a big room. It was
Yeah.
collecting the sound and hitting it back to me. So I remember talking for at least a couple of minutes. And I'm like, okay, all right, we're just going to flow with this. And I can feel my whole body shaking. And I
Yeah.
came back, I remember, and my booth mate on the other side, her name's Natasha, God, bless her. She saw me and she's like, hey, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. She's like, are you sure? And she's like, you're vibrating. And I'm like, I just remember like leaning on the pole. I'm like, yeah, I feel like it. And then
Sure.
she just, yeah. So
She helped
there's a
she
little,
helped she helped kinda ground you out and everything, and did
yeah,
she help
yeah.
kinda ground you out? Yeah. Well,
Through the session. Yes,
being a
absolutely.
musician and playing on stage, I would be looking for that sort of experience where you're feeling the speakers. That's what I look for when playing music. Hey, we've got a great question just to kind of kick us off here from Janessa, and it's for you, Kelly, because I don't know really anything about it. But she says, "I'm so intrigued. What's a numerologist?" And she'd love a reading, and I think it's hard to do numerology on the air, or
No,
um,
Yes,
Okay.
no, it's really
So yeah,
easy.
tell for those who are new to that, what does a numerologist do?
Sure. Well, a numerologist uses a pen, and I put it somewhere. I don't know. I'll figure it out when but a numerology is the study of numbers. And so a numerologist studies number systems and patterns, and an energetic language that goes with the vibrational information of numbers. And in different cultures, the numbers are slightly different, and there's different systems. There's Western and Eastern numerology, so not all numerology is the same. Same with astrology. There's whole sign versus oh my gosh, all of a sudden my the other type of
Uh-oh.
astrology just flew out of my head. Whole sign versus, why can't I all of a sudden recall it? Oh, I told you I was a little tired before I came in here. But there's different types of ways that you can look at a chart, and
Okay.
same with astrology, and same with numerology, and they're different. So astrology and numerology do have crossovers at time, absolutely, and the energy supports one another, but they're completely different ways of reading. That's why I'm a numerologist. I'm not an astrologist, but I
Oh,
love studying astrology. Absolutely. Um, so, oh yeah, whole sign versus placidus. There you go for
there you
astrology.
go.
Whew, out of my head for a second. But yeah, so I like to tell people in like the simplest way, like behind me, there's all these colors. Well, like how does the color red make you feel? There's a certain vibration that's going to feel different from blue. Same
Yeah.
for the number 1 versus 3. It's a different vibrational feeling and information that comes forth from the archetype.
Excellent. Great summary. And it's interesting the crossover between astrology and numerology. And are you kind of, since you like to study astrology, are you kind of finding where those crossovers are and like maybe how do they kind of morph into one thing? Do you know what I mean? Like how do they kind of, come together to really connect for somebody? Are you finding that there's ways that works that way where there's crossover?
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of times, like I will separate it and let it be like just additional information, but there's times
Mhm.
where it just goes together really beautifully. Like the number 8 is very Capricorn. The number 7 can be very Libra. Um, like same with elements. The number 1 is a fire element, not the number 3 is an air element, the number 8 is an earth element. Um, but like the
Yeah.
number 4 and other numbers, like it's air and it's earth, and there's reasons because of that. So
Yeah.
sometimes rules or archetypes actually seem like, oh, wouldn't that contradict one another? And it's just like, no, like let's actually learn about what this archetype is. And you can take layers of understanding to build that information, where other systems or other types of reading just go, okay, that makes sense. That just makes me
Yeah.
understand it better, even though it's not a part of that one place I'm learning from.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's great. So Janice had a follow-up question. Are angel numbers involved?
Okay, so that's a great question, and it's something that people ask from time to time. Absolutely.
Oh, Kelly, hopefully we get you back here. Frozen. Well, I was very interested to hear. Kelly, if you can hear me, I don't know if you can refresh or not. Um, well, I think any kind of numbers can be mixed in, as she was saying about
Here.
East. Oh,
Am I back?
we got you back. Woo! All right.
Okay, that's my fault. I didn't have my I have a backup cable in case that happens. I should have just plugged it in before I came on. Okay, sorry about that. So, angel numbers
Yeah.
are um, are actually a coined phrase by Doreen Virtue. And so she was a psychic medium angel oracle card expert and creator. She since has shifted out of actually metaphysics. That's like a whole discussion in itself. But she actually coined the phrase angel numbers. So she took what she knew about numerology and made angel numbers as a way for people to understand what the vibrations meant. And really, angel numbers are a form of master numbers, and all angel numbers are repeating numbers. And so, angel numbers have different definitions than master numbers. Slightly, they're pretty close, but numerology and master numbers came before angel numbers. So, angel numbers were just like another extension of what numerology was to Doreen on a teaching level with everyone.
Oh,
But it
very
really
cool.
took off. Like angel numbers were everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So Janessa was asking if you could do a numerology.
Yeah.
So what do you need for that? A birthday, right?
So a birthday is great. And I need your month and your day. And then your year is very helpful too. But really, I just need your month and your day. And if you can write out what your month is, because I don't know where you are in the world. And in the UK and Australia, they do their month and day backwards. Like, so for instance, if it's May 1st, they're going to write 1-5, and I might see that as January
Uh,
5th,
yeah.
right?
So
So
I got it
it's
here. Yeah. So I
okay,
got it here,
perfect.
and so I'll let you kind of write and get that stuff going. Um,
Thank you. I really thought I
yeah.
had a pen here.
I
Isn't
have
that
one.
funny?
Do you need to borrow it?
I wish I could reach. I wish this is so funny. Okay, I'll find one. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
And also, oh, I found one. Good. All right. Also, too, have um, there's a little feature on here. Let me know if you like it. But it's where everyone comes up on screen with us too, as well.
All right. Well, that's why you're the owner of the station here. So
No, hey, like it's your show. What are you vibing?
that's fine. I'm down with that.
I
Yeah, go ahead and
found
put it
that
up there.
people like to
Yeah, go
oh,
ahead
go
and put
ahead.
it there. And my sister's checking in. Hey, Melissa. Um,
I find that people like to like talk amongst themselves in the chat sometimes, and it's
yeah.
really
Well,
accurate.
yeah, I find it all interesting. And while you're getting ready, I'll just say that I was talking to a friend earlier about um, interested in UFOs, the phenomenon, UAP, extraterrestrials, and he kind of asked, do you think it's the paranormal? And when he says that, I think he's meaning ghosts, and spirits, and that is it kind of all tied together. And I think it is. It is all tied together in some way. The study of numbers, and like you mentioned, the vibrations. What does the color red do? It's all connected. I think the one common thread there is the energy, music, everything. It's all connected, um, and it's all through energy. And it's like maybe it's like how we perceive that energy, and everybody's a little bit different in how they perceive that energy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then, so
Yeah.
like, the numerology, whether it's psychic mediumship, which is, where I tend to focus, it's all shared energy, and it's all part of, there's individual energies, but it's all a shared experience, I think. I'll let you talk, Kelly. Go ahead.
No, no, I'm just yes, I agree. I think like um whatever your system is, as long as you're getting consistent results, then learn more about that because you're tapping into an aspect of truth. You're tapping into a vibrational
Right.
language that you're familiar with or more prone to picking up. Um, it's a symphony, right? And there's different notes within the symphony or in the
Yep.
light spectrum, there's different colors. And there's so many people that have made crossovers, like, oh, there's, colors correspond to notes and chakras correspond to, right, the colors and the notes. And then it's like you can cluster all these things, and it
Yeah.
just gives you another understanding about what it means to be human and what we feel and what we experience and what we emanate. Um, Absolutely. But yeah, like Janessa, the way that I read is you can ask a question, or I can just do a general. So Janessa, let me know what you would like me to do, because I have like part of your chart. So like a numerology reading, like traditional one is like a full chart reading, and you can get into a lot of different details in a lot of different places. But you can actually get a lot from just your birth date. Uh, so it kind of like opens up psychic energy too. You just go, oh, I have this. I'm pulling a couple cards for you of what I understand your energy to be. It's kind of a little bit like that. You could say metaphorically when you have a snippet of someone's chart. So I'm just gonna wait for a second with Janessa, and she can let me know, and I'll just go into a reading if she's not. I'm sure. And I just want to say hi to everybody too, like Mish, Melissa. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
there's a lot of people
Demon.
commenting. Jason saw something in front of my camera. It was a ladybug. Um, so there was a ladybug on my camera. It wasn't a ghost. It was a
That's
ladybug.
cool.
Janessa said, "I don't even know what to ask."
Okay, fair enough. Then I'll give you a general, and then if you know what to ask while I'm doing that, you type that down. Sure. And then hello to Nancy, hello to Jennifer. Thank you, everybody. Hello, Maggie. All right. So Janessa, like going
Oh,
into just
she did
here.
ask something. Here we go.
Is there someone from my past trying to communicate with me? Okay. Well, all right, I'll put that into the mix of something to look into. I'm going to start though, right away. Like, you're a very sensitive person, and it's important that you make peace with that. So, you have a 2, and that is the number of sensitivity, connection, emotions. It's the number of another. So your nervous system is really hardwired to pick up on other people's energy very, very easy. Like, you're not even trying to, and you're just like a natural empath, and you'll sense things. So you will get overwhelmed because you go like, whoa, I'm just being myself. And then all of a sudden there's all this stuff coming at me at times. So make peace with that, and make peace with your boundaries, make peace with being okay with, needing to exit a room and gather yourself, or learning more about your energy to calm it down. Because if you don't learn about yourself in that capacity, you will continue to feel like you're pulled in multiple directions. So some people are just really hardwired to pick up on more stuff. Okay. And it's important to talk about that. You're also a life path 5. And so the combination of your 2 and your 5 will make you actually feel, I'm going to use the word again, like you're pushed and pulled, like you're pushed and pulled, because 2 energy and 5 energy, they're really like opposite. So all of a sudden you'll feel like, I want to be around people, and I'm just having a good time, and I'm not thinking about a care in the world. And then all of a sudden you crash and you burn out. So there's a lot of ups and downs with how your energy works, because like you're the type of person that needs hardcore introversion and also hardcore extroversion to feel like you're living life, you're not missing out, but as well as, wow, I just need my own space. So you have these 2 parts of you very built up. Okay. You're going into this year like it's a social year for you. So this is the year of opportunity. This is a year of networking. This is a year of um, being open to new experiences and having fun. So like 3 is a very lighthearted, fun vibration, and it encourages you to get out of your box and push the limits. Okay, cool. She understands what I'm saying. Excellent. And then for your question, you are wondering about, let me just make sure. Is there somebody from my past trying to communicate with me? Okay. I feel like this is what I'm feeling regarding that. I feel like if you're asking about somebody about the living, like knowing that you are sensitive is also acknowledging your sentimental nature. So there's sometimes that like you pine for things, and sometimes you reminisce, and you feel like again your heart like you're such a hard feeler, okay? So it like really amplifies these feelings. And it's like a mixture of if you can understand, like, you'll put the energy out and then you'll kind of get signs that they got something too. But in the end, it's like, if you can understand this, I'm going to say it in a way where I hope you can understand this as I say it. It's a lesson about learning about, like, your personal power and self-worth because, like, you've changed so much and he's changed so much, but there's a part of you don't wanna let go, but, like, it actually is time to change. But it's making you feel really uncomfortable and fearful, and that relationship symbolized security and safety at the time, even though he's in a different place now and you're quite in a different place, but it gives you security and it gives you comfort when you think about him. Okay. And so you're saying, oh my gosh, okay, if you're understanding, you're saying, no, it's someone who has passed. Then can you understand that this person was somebody that gave you immense comfort and security? And can you understand like this was a love connection? Because I have to acknowledge, is the energy psychic or is it mediumship, right? Is the person past or is the person here with us? And you can let me know. Okay. And please, Pete, if you're picking up on anything, please, because they're talking about it's a person who have passed as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is for her, but while we wait for her to comment again, before we started, I've been seeing this guy, and I'm trying to get stuff from him, and I think his name starts with a B. I keep getting a B, and he's got bushy blonde hair, kind of a surfer looking kind of guy. It looks like probably like late 30s, early 40s to me. A little kind of a prominent nose, a little bit of an underbite, not much, but just kind of how big smile, but kind of an underbite. I feel like he was like very like super funny and like very extroverted younger, but as he got older, a lot of struggle. I think there might have been substance struggles. I really kind of crawled into himself. I see him like he may have wore like a sage green t-shirts a lot, or like long sleeve shirts, but like sage green, and that he just really felt alone. I think he passed in his early 40s, late 30s. Like he wasn't old when he passed. He could even be younger than that. I don't, it's hard to tell, but kind of like bushy blonde hair, like kind of a, um, surfer looking dude. But really he just like his trouble was, even though he had lots of people around, he was like, just felt really alone and everything, just very alone. But he's okay. I see him. Um, oops. So I don't know if that is hitting for anybody out there. But kind of a surfery, kind of bushy blonde hair. Maybe his name started with a B. Didn't pass away very old. So if that is resonating with somebody, let me know. I don't know that there's a message yet. There's a lot of B's with
Yeah.
this gentleman. I'm not sure what that is. Go ahead with Janessa. She said she got really emotional And what was your question to her, Kelly, that you were
So,
asking?
Janessa, if you can understand what Pete's saying, and if it comes to mind, great. But like, so you asked about somebody from your past. So I want to acknowledge kind of where the energy was. So with a loved one, absolutely our loved ones are reaching out to give us encouragement and guidance and hope and love. So anyone who's wondering, is my loved one trying to reach out to me? Or is someone that I've known trying to reach out to you because you sense them or you're thinking about them? The answer is yes, because we've shared energy, and that energy doesn't die. It just kind of goes somewhere else, and it
Yeah.
never leaves us because we are entangled by the memories, and they're a part of us. Okay, so automatically, yes. And it's just we kind of validate in what way and the signs. And I'm just aware of like psychically, there's a feeling of I'm like pining over the past. Okay. And it's like longing for feelings that were once felt in relationships. So it's a calling to come back to your center of self empowerment, and and understanding that you're a different person with different needs and leaning into that now. So there's a theme of that within the mix.
Yeah.
Oh, she can take what you're saying. She can take what you're saying. Awesome.
Yeah. I did. Hmm. Janessa, does the sage green, like long sleeve shirts? I mean, I just feel like that's the color he would always wear, is like sage green, or really liked that color. Um, I also saw a maple leaf as well. I don't know what that means, but very prominent maple leaf. Oh, thanks, Kelly.
Sorry, I just have it. I'm
Kelly's
helping
working
out
the comments too.
because you're. I want you to relax if you're tuning in. Go for it.
So I don't quite see who is with him. Does the feeling of like, even though people were around him, supporting him, trying to help him, he just would always talk about just feeling alone. Um, there's there's four others with him, and I just can't quite see who they are. Um, I'm surprised his hair was looking kind of bushy blonde to me. Maybe it's the light. Maybe it's the light reflecting off of it or something. Um, some something about cakes and brownies. Uh, I don't know what. Um, I don't get anything. He's not giving me more on that. It's just something about like cakes and brownies, like maybe birthdays, maybe like a birthday. Maybe his birthday was very special, um, or well, I guess that would be the time to have cakes and brownies and stuff. Maybe that has to do with something birthdays. But anyways, he's got four others with him. There's also somebody that I think is younger than him that's with him, and then older. And then there's a couple of older people, um, three males, one female. Um, maybe it's the band. I don't know what the cakes is. Miss Shelley was asking what kind of brownies, LOL. Jason or Janessa, he passed the day before his birthday. Um, was he looking forward to special cake, or certain brownies? I don't know what that was. Maybe he was like, he was almost there to that and then just didn't quite make it. Um, there's always gratitude. Um, almost always gratitude when communicating with spirit. It seems like there's always gratitude for those that did support him and were there, and sorry that he didn't fully see that. It was almost like he had his own troubles that he brought on himself, but then would wear those troubles and would not release them. And so there's a gratitude for those that truly tried to support him. Um, tough love, tough love, tough love. There was a lot of tough love. Um, I just see him like kind of standing with his arms open, hand palms up, and he's just, he's happy. It's like he's not alone. I think that's what he's trying to say, is that I'm not alone, and I welcome everybody. Um, I welcome those to be by my side. And so I don't know. There's just a lot of gratitude for those that tried to help him out and stuff. He just couldn't see it. Couldn't see out of his own trouble. Um, and yeah. Um, I think I don't want to get too harsh here. I don't know how to. He was found. Um, I think this guy was found like on his floor. Um, I don't know the song, but he's trying to sing a song. If I can get it, I'll I'll ruin the show by trying to sing it. Um, um, gosh. Hmm. And now he's showing me had a left. I think his left knee was. I'm pretty sure it's his left knee. Now he's showing me something bad with his left knee. Spirits, I don't. They like to show where they had aches and pains and troubles and health issues. Um, left knee and his left hand. I don't know what happened there. Um, Kelly, if you want to jump in, I'll see if I can get more messages. It sounds like it might be resonating with a few people. Um, also, want to quickly address. I think it was Maggie was asking about her husky and if her dog is still around. And although I'm not picking up on that, I'll just say, hopefully you're still there. That our pets do hang around. They don't leave. They love us. We love them. That connection's there. So if you think you're seeing your dog, you probably are. So go ahead, and Kelly. If I'm going to try and see if I can get more with this gentleman named with a B name.
Sure. Hello everybody coming on in. Kiara. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Jennifer. Hello,
Hey guys.
Terry. Hello. Let us know if you can understand, Janessa, let us know if you can understand what Pete is bringing forth. What I'm seeing is, let me know if this resonates with you too, Janessa. This was a man who had health issues, and I feel like you would have tried to encourage him with some of these health issues, like you mentioned, almost like a remedy or something he could do, or there was some type of encouragement because you wanted him to be well. I feel like that's a little bit in the mix. And you're saying she's saying yes to you, that she can take what you're saying, by the way.
And I'll just add real quick. Now he's doing this, being kind of a smart aleck, kind of like Shooter McGavin, sort of. He's like doing this with his hands, like ha 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 ha. I'm very bad at impersonating. Sorry. I don't know if that's some. I don't know if that's something he did, but like I just want to do this. Might also be a tattoo of a gun, or some sort of drawing or painting. I think it might be associated with him. But yeah, I want to do this.
Ooh. I feel like he was a lover of when you do like that little sign, it reminds me of like kind of the TV shows he watched. Like he liked a little bit of everything, like sci-fi, adventures, maybe shooters. I just feel like sometimes um he wanted to like just have fun rather than go out and meet the world. So I feel like sometimes he dissociated and just wanted to have fun. So there's a little bit of that. And I feel like he was appreciative for those within his life that came to him and gave him love because I feel like he was a guy just trying to figure it out. So if you gave him love, he was more than grateful. If you can understand, Janessa, like, did he like to wear, like, flannels or, like, a T-shirt and then, like, some type of jacket or some type of, like, shirt on top of the T-shirt underneath? And did he have a little bit of a pot belly? If you can understand that.
I'm also seeing, now this is going to date myself here.
Same
I'm
flannels.
also, okay. I'm seeing, remember the 90s, I think they really started to come out in the 90s and early 2000s, those kind of black light, glow in the dark posters of mushrooms.
There's that vibe a little bit, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm seeing a lot of those, like many of those. And then I also see,
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm like, I wouldn't sorry, I go ahead. I'll let you finish,
no,
but
you keep,
you're
I'm going to draw something.
okay. Like, I wouldn't be surprised because I feel like nerdy, like with him, like he liked to learn about stuff and he was like, a kid at heart, but it's not traditional, like straight across the board nerdy. So and you talked about guns. So I wouldn't be surprised if he like learned about guns or had a very small collection, or this was a person who liked archery and had appreciation for, even medieval weapons. I don't know to what degree, but, like, I kept getting kinda, like, archery with him and, like, like, exercising kind of the funness about being a guy, and that
Yeah.
was something, that he went into. So, like, a little bit of, like, eclectic music appreciation, movie
Yeah.
appreciation, and,
And
like,
a lot of this
nerding
is,
out a little bit.
yeah, a lot of this seems to resonate for Terry as well. So I'm going to show you. I don't know if this is a tattoo or if it's a painting or like some sort of poster. It's a cube with like moon half crescent moons over it and then dots under it.
Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. I wonder what that is. I love when you get ooh, that's a cool book too that you have. Is that like a leather bound?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah.
I sometimes I don't know if I'm gonna get his name unless it's hitting me over the head. I'll let you know if I really feel it. So it's okay if this is wrong. I'm not getting a strong association with the name, but can you take like a Brian perhaps? Because it's something that has come into my head more than once.
Yep.
Um, a Brian, or do you know a Darren too as well? Like, let me know if you know or can connect to these names. Brett. It's a Brett. Do you happen to know a Darren though, Janessa? And no worries. I just gotta ask. I'm not sure about it either. I'll let you know when I'm not sure about something.
Thanks, Kira. She loves the book.
I feel like I would have lived in a colder climate. I feel like, neuropathy was something that I dealt with. It was important to keep my feet warm. And then towards the end, I always kind of loved flannels, but I had to wear pants and socks a lot.
Mm,
And if you can understand, the place that I lived in was smaller. So again, if you came to greet me and spend time with me, I was really appreciative. I wouldn't be surprised if you got like a lot of homemade like goodies, whether you cooked or baked for
right.
him, Janessa. But like it was like he just loved. He was like, "I appreciate to be fed. I appreciate to be fed. Thank you so much." There's
Yeah.
also a connection to like a dog in him. It's a dog connection between the two of you. So that's being acknowledged, like, if you can understand a girl dog, and he's talking about it and appreciating the time you all had together. So I just have to put that into the mix. Um, and like the phrase a hound dog. I don't know how completely spot on that is, but hound dog came into the mix.
Cool.
Anyway, Janessa, let us know if those resonate with you. I'm going to
Yeah.
hand that over to you,
And
Pete.
Terry also, I mean, she's getting a lot of resonation too with that. I was also kind of torn when you're talking about feeling cold, maybe living in a colder climate. I was kind of torn because he kind of reminds me of a surfer, so I want to say like he lives near water. Um, but but then I was like, no, I think there's like I see work boots, like insulated work boots, and like yeah, layers, wanting to keep warm. Um, I was kind of feeling the same way too. It's kind of interesting, both Janessa and Terry. There's a lot of similarities there. Um,
Think Yes, yes, I would, like, yeah, maybe we should go over to Terry in a
and
moment too. So, Janessa, thank you for acknowledging the dog. It did feel like a bigger dog. Thank you for understanding that. Can you understand there's also a smaller dog? This dog might be in the living, but I feel like it would have either passed. It's younger. I'm just going to say this. I feel like it's a younger dog in the living that's much smaller. Also, that's a boy dog. So there's love of animals, love of dogs. There's also acknowledgement to a special watch that he had, and he wants to make sure that goes to someone special. Maybe that's already been taken care of, but there's acknowledgement for a watch. He didn't always wear it, but it was special to him, and he just wants to make sure,
yeah,
or is acknowledging that it went to the right place.
yeah.
Um,
Did anybody resonate with that picture? So when I see something like this, it usually means it's like a picture or a tattoo or like a decal or something. If I can figure out my camera here. I don't know what that goes to. I just see it. So, and I am not an artist. I'm
I think that's super cool though. That's
not
like
a
a
visual
super cool
artist. Yeah.
symbol.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Um, and for me, it's like he wants to turn it and go. Um, like he said what he wanted to say. hmm
Thank you. And
Interesting.
smaller than husky, if you can understand that too as well. Okay. I wasn't
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. So love and acknowledgement, that's in the mix. Like they're acknowledging the family, the pack, and they're acknowledging the love.
I think Maggie says the symbol looks like a stunt kite. It kind of kind
What's
of
a stunt
does.
kite?
When you see the guys out there, kites are doing crazy acrobatic stuff. They got multiple strings, those sort of things. Uh, okay, so Jason, this looks like the tattoo that Janessa wants. Interesting. Okay. Um,
A little bit like that. Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. Interesting. But can you understand, Janessa, the name Darren or Daryl? I just feel like I have to ask, and you just if it's a no, just tell me in the comments. No, I have to bring it up. Darren or Daryl?
Was there this guy? Was there something for like kind of traumatic that happened to him where he kept looking back? He couldn't stop looking back. Just couldn't. And so, in a lot of ways, couldn't move forward. I think that's.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Yes,
Oh, interesting.
I think it's a acknowledgement. Thank you for understanding because Pete was picking up on it and I felt that. Remember the beginning you said he was surrounded by males.
Yeah, I think there was three males, one female, one guy that was younger than him. Quite a bit shorter. I would say it was a kid. Um, and then there were two, I think, older males, and then an older female as well. But I just asked about like the something happened and he couldn't stop looking back, and that was like how he lived after that. And like this could be this is a message really for everybody too. To You got to keep your eyes forward. It's good to remember things, but face forward, move forward. Keep your feet moving forward. Don't walk backwards. Don't live in the past. That's a message for everybody. We all got to try and stay focused on now and where we're going. It's good to stay focused on now and be present, but to not live on the crutch of something. That's what it is. Looking back, not moving forward. That's just I keep getting that. Um,
Can you understand that like Wayne was a shorter man? Wayne was a shorter man um and I think like Pete, I'm gonna take what you're saying too because I just felt like around Brett there was so much encouragement like from his father and it was like grandfather, it was like the men in the family were coming around him, and also there was acknowledgement for your dad, so that's what the message of if you can understand like your dad has been going through some health issues and there was a mixture within the family of being encouraged but also not being able to be around for one another. So if you can understand that there was a disconnect between like Brett and Wayne, and it could have been because Wayne was just not around to be able to be there for him. It could be because when he passed, there was just like such a gap in time. But I just feel like there was a period where he didn't have that support. And then, like with your father, I feel like he's very open, but he's going through kind of like a transition within his life where he's trying to figure out like life and what it means to him, and so he's kind of having some conversations about his own like mortality and kind of reflections. And I feel like the men in the family connected to you are actually kind of like encouraging him to to heal in some in spaces and letting him know that he's supported. Okay.
and can I just Terry's watching from Facebook, and
Harry, yes, please. Yes, that's good to her
um,
too as well.
well, I just want to say that um, hang in there, Terry. It's we all get to see our loved ones at some point. Um, your son on the other side, 50 years here could be 5 minutes there. And just try and hang in there, keep your chin up. Did he have, oh gosh, um, did he have kind of hair that, I don't want to say bangs, but it's just, they would kind of come down his face here, Terry. Um, I see kind of like a brown, light brown kind of hair. Uh, did he have very few freckles, but maybe freckles? What, what's wanting to come out of my mouth is you you should live the life that I can't, and that just hang in there, and you'll be reunited at some point. And I just know, just from my work with spirit for clients, is um, they're there for us when it's our time to cross over. And he, it it sounds cliche, but it was his time to go on to his next part of his journey, but it's not your time yet. And so you should live and enjoy the things that he liked, find joy in those things. Feel like he was a doodler. Maybe you do that a little bit as well. Find some peace and joy in doodling. Maybe take a painting class, or so, like do things that he liked doing. Go to a concert. It's like, go do things that he would like to do. Find joy in that. You'll find you're gonna connect with a community that's going to help you. So just stick, keep your chin up, keep looking forward. But um, the things that he enjoyed, you'll find joy in that, and that's the message there. And to please don't give up. It's okay. It's not much time for me to wait. And like I said, um, 5 minutes on the other side is like, could be 50 years here, could be 100 years, could be 20 years, whatever. It's different. Time is different, and I don't think it's linear there. And so what I do see is a big smile, and I feel like when he smiles, one side of his lip curls up higher than the other. I can't really do it because of how my face is, but when he smiles, his lip, one side of his mouth kind of goes up, and he just kind of nods like this, smiles and nods. The typical guy nod. You know, uh, he's good. He's smiling. A lot of blues and yellows with him. A lot of that color. Um, he's been knocking over something. He knocks over something to mess with you.
I feel
um,
like there's yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
there's so if you feel like you're seeing things that are knocked over, and you're like, how the heck did that happen? I would take that as a sign from him. Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, just that the I'm good, I'm good. It's like he's just doing this nod, like, yo, I'm good. Sort of. Anyways, just hang in there, and to everybody out there, you know, everywhere we go, our spirits go to, and you know, I think we just have to remember that. and that we're never alone, but the loved ones that we miss so much, they know it, and they're still tied to us with their energy. There's still a tether there. So don't be so down on it. I know it's easier said than done, but just trust that you'll be reunited. That's what I have to say, I guess, for him.
I want to acknowledge both of you, Terry, and then also acknowledge Janessa, just to
Yeah.
like give some love to finish up with Janessa. So with Janessa, I feel like the men in the family are rallying and showing up for you because like you're figuring out how to work with your dad too as well. And it's the acknowledgement between like because you've given the names. So like with Brett and Wayne, if you can understand, they had a dynamic that always wasn't so serious. So when it came time to be serious, there was clashing, okay? But there was definite love between the two of them, but it's kind of like helping the family make things right. So it's like with your father, like the message is kind of like coming in, like the men in the family are coming in once again, but they're going to like help with the seriousness of the situation as well as the joy of the situation. And I feel like your dad needs like a good laugh, and your dad needs to be taken out for a spin amidst what's going on. Like that's really, really needed, and that's good for his soul. I also feel like he's been going through family heirlooms where there's acknowledgement of an heirloom that wants to be sent to your father to acknowledge the family, because he's been thinking, like, he's been very tied to um, reminiscing and learning about things and understanding what this whole process, this health journey is meaning to him. Okay. So he's being supported from the spirit world
Yeah.
as well as from the living. So continue to like take your if you can find a way or encourage through another family member, take your dad out for like a fun day, and just mix up like what he's dealing with and not make it just so serious. That just comes into play. I have to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
I also have to acknowledge a cat in the family connected to your dad or your mom, but there's support from all angles, whether it's not seen or understood. There's support
Yeah.
for all angles, and so that upliftment from the spirit world. So there's that, and then I'm going to go to Terry, and I just feel like Terry's son. And hello, Michael Christopher. Send in so much love to Michael Christopher. Terry's son, I feel like to her is forever like there's this like picture in her mind of this little boy, like
Yeah.
this little boy, and that's like her angel, and he
Yeah.
interacts with you so very often. Like he'll whisper like in your ear, he'll kiss you on your head, he'll make your whole body like have the hairs that stand on end, and you get like cold and you get the chills. So like you have multiple indicators that your son is around. And if you can understand this, like did your son like pass earlier, but he got to an age where he was around like his teens or early 20s? If you can understand that, like I'm not sure the age, I'm just being very honest if I'm not sure, but I feel like he grew up just a little bit, but it's like he's always your little boy, and he never
Yeah.
lost his playful enthusiasm. And like as a
Yeah.
kid, he had like a love for like trucks or trains. And this was a boy who, I don't know, he was just curious about a lot of stuff. So he's just like, Mom, I lived, I dipped my foot in, like I had fun, I really got
Yeah.
in there. Like, thanks so much for being such an amazing mom, so I could do that and I didn't have to
Yeah.
worry, and
And
I
she
could just go
she
with my.
and she has to continue that same spirit. That's what he wants for you, is to continue with that. And let me just, oops. And Terry, let me just ask before we wrap up here.
Sure.
Um, did he have a Justin Bieber haircut
He was
when he
definitely
was
young at
younger?
heart.
When
He
he
was
was
definitely
younger, Kelly, you talk about she has this picture in her mind of him as her young boy. and and did he have like a remember number of years ago the Justin Bieber haircut was like
He
a
did, she
thing?
says.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Well, he did. And can you understand Terry? Like as a kid, he would run around in his pajamas, and there were these blue pajamas with like long sleeve, you know, long sleeve shirt and like these little sweatpants. I have all these memories where he's just a little torpedo of energy, full of zest. Couldn't keep still. Um, and I don't know, like as a teen and as an adult, if you can understand, again, he never kind of lost that boyish charm. He was always dipping his attention into something and working on
Yeah.
something. And he'd tell you, "Mom, I'm looking into this. Mom, I'm looking into that." So, go ahead, Pete, because you were seeing him when he was a teenager or a preteen
And
with that
it's
haircut.
yeah, preteen. Preteen. That I hated that haircut.
Oh no.
I just thought it was ridiculous, and that's nothing against him or anything. Terry, you had asked, is his girlfriend with him? And I'm trying to look, and I
Oh, I didn't even see that.
not right now, not at this time. I think if you know her family, there's something going on there. Anyways, she's not there at this time. That doesn't mean she's never there, but she's attending to helping somebody. There is, medical or life stuff going on where she's off helping somebody else, and so I don't pick up on anybody like that with him. But that doesn't mean it never happens. So yeah, I hope that helps, and just keep your chin up, keep going forward. Thanks, Janessa. Appreciate you both. You've healed so much in me from your kind words. I can't wait to go in the future and hang out with my dad and be fun, and also know that Brett has support. Yeah, definitely
Absolutely.
do. Yeah. And
Absolutely.
Vivian, thanks for saying hi. You're totally welcome, Terry. She says thank you. Just live how he lived. Do that a little bit. You need that. Throw a little bit of that in your life.
I don't know if he's like having a joke because you made fun of his hair like when he was younger,
Probably.
Pete. Because Terry, if you can understand this about your son, he wasn't afraid to throw it back, but he's like taking Pete's hat and he's putting it on backwards.
Oh, oh yeah,
So
probably.
we're gonna do it like this. Okay.
Probably.
He's just a
Yeah.
jokester. He really is. Like he doesn't take it too
Yeah.
seriously.
Well, and for Terry also, like, pay attention to you finding things knocked over. That's his way of saying, "Hey, mom." So he's knocking, stuff over. So just he loved his hats.
Would he rock
Yeah.
it backwards sometimes? Let me, yeah. But
Yeah.
he's
Like
like,
this.
yeah. He's having fun with you. He's having
Not
fun
today,
with you.
sir. Not today, sir. Um uh well, yeah, gosh. We're over time and it's been great. You guys are all amazing. Thanks, Jason. And Nancy, thanks, and Lynn. By the way, check out shows by these guys here. There are so many good shows um, on the Sacred Spiral Network. So I hope if you're just kind of finding this network, go check out sacredspiralnetwork.com. Go check them out. Check out Kelly's shows. Tell us when your shows are each week, Kelly.
Sure. So I do the psychic hour and it varies. I'm just balancing kind of the shows as well as
Yeah.
doing my own, but I'm usually live on Fridays and sometimes I'm live on Wednesdays, and I'll do a mixture of doing an interview show. Pete's gonna be on.
Yeah,
Are
next
you on
month.
May 15th?
I
Yes.
think so. Yeah, I think that's how it worked out. Yeah.
So he'll be on and we'll be tag teaming as well as it could be a reading show or an interview. And we just dive into the energy of
Yeah.
what this all is, and knowing with others that this is possible. This is possible to be a receiver. It's possible to be a transmitter and work with this energy
Yeah.
and the uplifting encouragement of it all. Just to say, Terry, as we're wrapping it up. Oh my gosh! All of a sudden, I lost what I was going to say. What was I going to say with Terry? I was going to say. I was gonna say something like I heard someone showing me something as I was saying. Oh no. Oh gosh. Can I mm,
That's
oh
what happens
gosh.
when you're talking to a medium.
I had it and then I was like acknowledging my own show and then I lost it. But it's basically in the mix of his love for you.
Mhm.
Let me see if you talk for a second. Let me see if I can get it back.
Okay.
Let me
Well, Michael Christopher, hey man, thanks for jumping in. I said we still need to do a host show. I am on board with that. With all of us on the network. Yeah.
see.
Um, yeah, and yeah, I'd love to be a part of that. That would be great. Um, and Rachel's just checking in. Sorry, dang, I'm way late. We're just about to wrap up, but Terry's saying she feels
Oh.
better. Kelly, you got something?
Yeah. So, I'm just seeing him like, rocking his hat. He rocked belts, he rocked jeans. Um, he was laid back, but he had his own vibe. And then I'm just acknowledging, like, again, I'm seeing him a lot as a kid. I'm seeing him so
Yeah,
much as a kid more than an adult.
yeah,
You said yourself, Terry, he never really grew up, but I'm seeing like Tonka trucks. And can you understand
nice.
Tonka trucks attached to him? And I feel like if there's a way like we can acknowledge them, like whether a picture of them or put one out in honor of him, but he's
Yeah,
just saying like don't hold on to too much. You don't need the stuff, but like hold on to the memory.
yeah.
And so you can think of me. And I'm gonna knock those pictures down too. But that's something he wanted to talk about. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Terry.
Yeah,
Thanks
that's
so much.
yeah, that's wonderful. She says his best years were when he was young. Yeah, get a picture or get one of those. It's interesting how Kelly and I are connecting with him like at the same time, but I see him more as like teenager, like 14, and so I think of like, like a BMX or something. But it's a great message to put something out, get something, set it out like a Tonka truck or something. If you have something of his from when he was young that he really liked, get it out and just put it out. Every once in a while, where our memory, we go where our memories take us to, and if there's you know those objects that he has good memories with, he'll go to those sort of things. So that's to everybody out there. If you're missing somebody, get some of theirs or something they would have liked, and just honor it by putting it out. Set it on top of your dresser, or put something in your living room. It's a good way to give them a beacon to come to, and hang out and reconnect with those memories and those things. And this that's great, Terry. Just hang in there. Um,
And I just wanna give her like, from the spirit world, there's names like, Rachel and Lacey. Rachel and Lacey from the spirit world. So, just I'm gonna give you those names, Terry. Michael's awesome, but, you guys need to connect as well.
yeah. Well, it sounds like he wants to do a host show. Um, well, I'm going to close us out here, and Kelly, thank you so much for having this network and giving people this place to come and talk to each other, and to be open and to be present. Really, I'm honored to be on the network. Thanks for having me. Here on the Sacred Spiral Network, and to everybody out there, be sure you tune into as many shows as you can each week. There's so much good stuff going on. But Kelly, thanks for your time and your energy and everything that you do for all of us hosts, to keep this thing going and providing this space and creating this community. The world needs community, and it's things like this that really help build that.
Thank you. I mean, there's so many wonderful people here. I mean, again, like Nancy and Lynn and Jennifer, like, other amazing mediums that I'm just giving a shout out to them. Please have them on if you're looking for more people to connect to. Oh my gosh. Thank you for all the Sacred Spiral friends and hosts that are here, as well as all the people encouraging
Yeah.
us along the way as we encourage back. Thank you for
Yeah.
having me, Pete. It's a blessing. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I look forward to being on your show May 15th. And every show, if you're new and still hanging on, I leave the show with a quote from my wonderful wife, Molly, to set you up for the next month here. And here it is as we sign out. The earth is heavy, but the universe is light. When met with stress or sorrow or even overwhelming joy, know that today is the history of tomorrow. Accept it for what it is and move forward into the brightness of the next moment. And let that carry you for the next month. And we will see you again on the Sacred Spiral Network. Y'all have been amazing. Thanks so much. And be safe, be kind out there, find time to be present with those you love, and it's not about what you got, it's about who you've got. So be present with everybody you've got, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.